cleaning business consulting company for the past 5 years, and why they call me, AJ Simmons, the cleaning business GOAT. So I can help you, just like I've helped and my company has helped thousands of other people start and grow their cleaning companies. Go to the number one source today, www.cleanbiznetwork.app. Thank you. Are you looking to start your own cleaning company? Or maybe you started your cleaning company, but you just need a support group, some mentorship, some guidance. Hell, a bidding calculator just to help you know if you're pricing the job correctly. Join us at cleanbiznetwork.app. That's www.cleanbiznetwork.app today and get on the right track with your cleaning company. We have everything you could possibly need to get you going in the right direction, and see why we've been the leading cleaning business consulting company for the past 5 years, and why they call me, AJ Simmons, the cleaning business GOAT. So I can help you, just like I've helped and my company has helped thousands of other people start and grow their cleaning companies. Go to the number one source today, www.cleanbiznetwork.app. Thank you. Are you looking to start your own cleaning company? Or maybe you started your cleaning company, but you just need a support group, some mentorship, some guidance. Hell, a bidding calculator just to help you know if you're pricing the job correctly. Join us at cleanbiznetwork.app. That's www.cleanbiznetwork.app today and get on the right track with your cleaning company. We have everything you could possibly need to get you going in the right direction, and see why we've been the leading cleaning business consulting company for the past 5 years, and why they call me, AJ Simmons, the cleaning business GOAT. So I can help you, just like I've helped and my company has helped thousands of other people start and grow their cleaning companies. Go to the number one source today, www.cleanbiznetwork.app. Thank you. What's up, y'all? AJ Simmons checking in. I am the cleaning business GOAT, founder of the Clean Biz Network. And we tapping in today. Let me know where y'all tapping in from. I personally am down here in Duval. Shout out to Duval, Florida. And we always the lucky ones. Them hurricanes usually don't supposed to hit us too hard, so we always get pretty lucky. I've been keeping an eye out on this thing. It's like it's supposed to just go up under us, and we gonna get like just a little bit of light drizzle you see out here now. It's probably all we gonna get. That's all we got the last few hurricanes. And we get some wind though. We get a little wind, but that's about it. So let me know where y'all tapping in at. Hope everybody's safe. Hope everybody is enjoying. What is today? Wednesday. Enjoying this Wednesday. It feel like a Friday because everything closed tomorrow because of the hurricane. So, but let me know where y'all tapping in at. Let me know if y'all can hear me okay as well. That's another thing, because I saw my settings said that I'm talking like I'm on a phone, and I don't know if it's supposed to do that. So hold on. Let me check my microphone. All right, hello. Is that better? That might be better. Hold up. Yeah. Hello. Yeah, definitely got to do it like this. All right, that should be much better, y'all. Let me know if y'all can hear me better now. All right, cool. Shout out to King Midas checking in. Appreciate you checking in. I would have added Instagram on here today, but as you can see, I'm doing it from my phone and not from my usual desktop back at the house, y'all. But today I want to talk about good. Appreciate you, Student and Review TV checking in. Appreciate you. So today I want to talk about a couple things. Obviously, I'm checking in on my people down and especially shout out prayers to people in Tampa and anywhere near close to that. My CBN family, Angelica, I know she just moved down to Florida, down in the Keys, and she might be getting it bad down there. Just got down here. She didn't get hit by hurricane back to back, so hopefully she good down there. My guy Tony Williams will be hopping on here in a few. Hopefully he'll make it. But anyway, prayers with everybody in the affected areas. All right. But anyway, let's talk about this remote cleaning business. All right, because it comes up a lot. I'm sure y'all see the ads. I see the ads running on it. I got my thoughts on it. And then I also got the cleaning business automation program that I teach. But y'all know I don't market that to just anybody. I say, listen, I want this only for people who are already established in business, who already know, the ins and outs of the cleaning business. I feel like, yes, anybody could technically just, because when you think about what is a remote cleaning business and what do I mostly teach in the automation course, it's basically all you're doing is you marketing to get contracts, acquiring them, signing them to deals, and matching them to contractors, right? To subcontractors who can actually do the cleaning. And you pretty much, you don't touch nothing. You just kind of bring everybody together. Some people might say middleman in it, right? And so that's a very attractive model for a lot of people because it's like, well, hell, don't nobody want to work. You know what I mean? Don't nobody want to clean. Ain't nobody's trying to sign up to clean no toilets. Like, you didn't quit your job to go sign up to be a janitor, right? And so I get it why people want to do that. But I want to talk about today, is that model real? Is it sustainable? And then also my thoughts on the future in general of how that's going to play out because there's a lot of things unfolding. Shout out to C's up said, my God, hope y'all safe out there in Florida. Looks in bad shape. Yeah, so, and y'all know I don't follow nobody either, so it'd be hard for me to gauge. I don't watch the news. Oh, shit. I'm had to go in the house now. What's good, bro? Welcome, welcome.
What's going on, man? I hope you're staying safe.
Yes, sir. I'm good, but the only thing is that daggone water heat. What is that? It's not a water heat. What is that? The HVAC thing just popped on, so it got all loud and messed up my video. I had a nice little view out there too.
Yeah.
Anyway, all is well though. All is well. How about you up there?
I'm good, man. Good. Just putting in payroll for my subcontractors and doing some other stuff. So now I'm kind of winding down. So I was like, let me hop on here real quick.
Right. Appreciate that. Let me let's try to front y'all. Let's see how it goes out here. Let's turn the light on. But yeah, I want to talk about remote cleaning opportunity and my thoughts on it. All right, so here's my thoughts. First off, I done said this before. I think we just gotta come to the agreement and come to the terms. There go my guy Tony checking in. What's good, Tone? Can you hear us? What's good, Tone?
Yo, what up, big dog?
Yo, what's good with you? How's the weather down there?
Man, I got a little bit of delay right now. It won't let me get on my phone.
Oh, okay.
It's straight, bro. It's just raining like crazy.
Gotcha. But y'all ain't like, it ain't nothing crazy right now. Ain't no trees falling over, none of that right now. Like I don't think he can hear me too well.
Yeah.
Nah, not right now. The wind coming. So that's why I ain't sitting outside right now because the wind blowing too hard.
Gotcha.
South Polk County, they got tornado warning and all that kind of stuff like that. So we're gonna get a lot of wind, a lot of rain.
Okay. Nothing crazy though. Nothing crazy. Basically. All right, 1 second, y'all. Let me open this garage. Maybe that help y'all see me better. There we go. And we did just get moved in, so excuse the messy garage. All right, here we go. But yeah, bro. So I'm glad you all right down there, bro. I already knew it was gonna be all right anyway. You know what I mean? For the most part, I know your area and my area, we usually get the decent part of it. You know what I mean? So glad y'all good though. All right, so this is what I'm gonna jump into today, y'all. So I want to talk about remote cleaning. All right, and here's my thoughts. Right, I think I said this before. Like nobody wants jobs. Point blank. Period. The whole get a job, work there for 30, 40 years. Know what I mean? Get your watch, your retirement watch, and just call it a day. I think them days is over, man. And I don't see people doing that anymore. And so I think at some point, what we all have to do as a niche, not even as a niche, but as a industry, I mean, is you got to lean into it. Like when change comes about, is either you gonna sit there and try to fight back on it, or you gonna lean into it and figure out how you can win, whether it go that way or the other way. You know what I mean? We got to learn how to pivot, and so that's my kind of view on it. And so I think more people need to. I think we need to learn how to like go with it because I think it's gonna be one or two ways. Either A, you just better learn how to be a great cleaner. Maybe you and your one or two or three helpers, and y'all clean y'all X amount of buildings, and you happy with that, but you're a high paid cleaner, and you're gonna invest in you some real estate on the side or some stocks on the side, but that's pretty much all you do. Or you're gonna learn how to be a great marketer. You're good at client acquisition, and you're gonna serve the accounts out. So you're just gonna be one or the other, but neither one of them gonna be employees. and neither one of them gonna be doing nothing that they don't want to do. So that's kind of my view on it. And I think going forward, it's kind of like how we all like. That's kind of the direction I was going with it. Like when you look at CBN, I have my automation people, and then I got my regular members. And it's like the automation people are basically turning dates. That's my great marketers. They get client attraction. Then I got my CBN normal CBN members, and it's like, all right, well, y'all the ones that can do the operation side pretty good. Match y'all up, it should be able to work. But that's kind of how I see the future of the whole industry, though. But what I want to hear some feedback on that.
Yeah, I feel the same way. In reference to that, that remote cleaning stuff, I'm not a fan of. It sounds good. It's the shiny object, that's shiny object syndrome. You see that site, shiny object. Now everybody wants to be drawn to that. I don't really see it lasting. With that, well, this is the caveat. For people that don't have experience in the cleaning business, I don't see it lasting. Unless you're, an amazing salesperson and marketer, and then you also have somebody that can run the onboarding and vetting portion of getting those people as subcontractors. If you can have those two mastered, then it could possibly work. But you have to have a team that has somebody that has to have some type of experience to understand, what you're doing in reference to the cleaning part of it, instead of just getting a job and putting somebody in it and not really understanding, what it takes to actually clean a building. I see these people saying, I've never cleaned a building, and, I've never even been to the building. We never even see them. We just, they just type in the information and we give them a price and we send somebody out. I don't like it.
Yeah.
It's bound to fail. I just don't like it.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Tom.
Yeah, so like man, my partner Taylor, he always says there's a million ways to make $1 million. So like it's really just about, if you're gonna do remote, knowing what you're getting yourself into and knowing your system, because it works. Like, shoot, look at Peter's system. It's completely remote, and they up in the double digits, so it can work. But what I don't like is what you see on social media a lot. Like you got people make it seem like it's super easy. And so what it's doing is it's just creating this false sense of hope or security and stuff for a lot of people, because they're thinking that it's the silver bullet to make a quick dollar. And it doesn't necessarily work that way, because my thing is, it can work, because AJ, as well as I know, like it's people out there that want to work but don't know how to go get to work. So if I can go figure out how to get to work, then shoot, I might not have to leave my house. Because I can get everything that I need to get done accomplished from my home or from my office or from my cell phone while I'm on the move and traveling, sitting in Bermuda somewhere. But the thing about that, and I think AJ, me and you have talked about this before. The thing about that is how you brand yourself. Like, because a lot of us that are just getting started, especially in CBN, we put a lot of pride and stuff like that behind the name of our company.
Yeah.
Like, because I ain't gonna even lie, I didn't consider doggone just creating a different company and doing that junk completely remote. Hey, I'm just gonna work, like quality, all that stuff. I ain't even stressing all that branding, imaging. Let me just go get to work. Like, because it does work.
Yeah.
But like, for the people that's just like, I want to quit my job and do this and stuff like that, and you ain't got no bread to jump into something like that, like, you gonna have to go put some muscle in the field real quick. You ain't gonna be able to be remote right away, but you can build it to that. But this doggone fake narrative on social media that, hey, let me show you how to start a remote cleaning business. You'll be millionaire in 35 days. Like, no, bro, that ain't reality, big dog.
And every time I listen to like these guys on podcasts, like certain ones who actually pulled it off and they doing it big, if you listen to them, they'll be like, oh yeah, well, I had to get out there and clean because the contractors weren't actually showing up, or I had to do it. And I was like, see, well, stop lying then.
Yeah.
Stop lying, saying that it's 100% remote from day one, and you ain't got to touch a room. Like, come on now. I mean, you could say theoretically, like, it's a way to frame it, but don't just kick it like anybody could just, you know what I mean, run a few ads, match a few people together. You know what I mean? If it was that easy, trust me, all us, like I said the last time, if it was that easy, we wouldn't even be telling y'all that. We just be doing the shit, getting it. You know what I mean? Like, why would they be telling you in the first fucking place? You know what I mean? Like, that don't even make sense. So, but anyway, I see some comments, and I'm gonna jump in here real quick. Let me see what we got going on, because I like to participate with the people as well.
Hey, hold up, AJ.
What's up?
AJ, if remote was to play, you would have the biggest lick in the world.
Oh, absolutely.
Hey, because you got this.
Absolutely. To be told, we thinking about exercising that ability. I ain't gonna lie to you. We thinking about exercising that.
Oh, I know.
You can pull it off.
Hey, dog.
Wade, what's good, Wade?
Got a big dog on the chat.
Oh, what's up, Wade? You're muted.
You muted, big dog.
Oh, you on mute. There we go.
Oh man, I just came to join in. I don't know y'all live. I see y'all join in. I said let me join in and see what y'all talking about. Let's just come in. How y'all doing?
Yeah, we on here live, bro. Appreciate it. We chilling, bro. I'm just chopping it up, talking about one, checking on everybody with the hurricane, but then two, also with the remote cleaning business. You know what I mean? I said, you know what? Let's speak on that topic. If I see one more ad, bro, if I see one more ad, let me talk about the remote cleaning business stuff, man. And you know what I got with two though? I've seen that most of these guys, they market that for residential. They don't really try that in commercial for real. I've seen some here or there try it, but for the most part, it's always the residential side. So maybe it's different for that. But I think even for that though, like me as a homeowner, I just random contractors keep coming through my house, but that's just me. But I want to see it from other people too, though.
Man, I just was talking to that with my brother. They got a company down here. They got a company down here, and they send them to his home. They cheap though. They real cheap. I lost a client doing that as well. They real cheap, but they don't send the same person back every time. Like he said, he done had somebody come do his house 2 times. It's like $50 to do his house, but they send 2 different people every time. So what he said is he trying to figure out how to get them to work for him. I said, he said, if they paying you $50 to clean this, I got you. I pay at least $20 an hour.
Right. Right.
I told him he should be seeing why do they have people. Oh, my bad. So I told him he should be seeing why do they have people working when we say we can't find people. So if they can get somebody in and they clean a house for $50 and they have people working, how can we in the cleaning industry say we can't find somebody to work? And they clearly are working under $20 an hour.
Facts. And so I heard about Homoglow doing that. I don't know if y'all heard of Homoglow.
Yeah,
but
that's the same one.
So that's the one, because what I'm told, I think their strategy is, because they're a tech company, they're not even a cleaning company. But what I'm told is they basically run the promotion for that little $50 up front or $29 up front. And then after that, the person gets signed into the contract, and then they actually pay the real fee. So that's usually like a little freebie giveaway price to get them started. And then they actually upsell them later. That's my understanding of it. But yeah, I don't think nobody working for less than no daggone. Never been 20. I don't know, bro. Maybe I'm missing something.
Nah, hey, there's an app. Can I say the name?
Go for it.
Oh, okay. There's an app. I know it used to be called Handy.
Yeah.
Bruh, like I felt like Handy was like the biggest lick ever. Like because I used to see what they would hire people for, bro. And it's like, bro, you literally got somebody on the app and you paying them $12 an hour, pretty much. Like that's what it's coming out to be. And it's like never. Because if you went in that house by yourself, I'm banging at least 40, 50 an hour.
Right.
Like you know what I'm saying? Like if I'm gonna go clean a house and I'm gonna go do it on my own, I'm at least get $40 to $50 an hour. Like minimum. And depending on how fast I'm moving, we could probably push that close to 100.
Yeah.
Like, but as $12 an hour to go clean somebody's house, you out your mind. It ain't no way. And these apps, cause see what it is, and what I was gonna say about the remote thing is like, bro, people don't want to go to work no more.
That's
like,
it. That's what I'm going.
So people don't want to, traditional work,
Right.
people don't want to have a job. Like, they don't want to do traditional work. So that's why Uber is so popular. DoorDash is so popular. You got your apps like Spark and all these apps where you can kind of have more of a flexible work schedule. And I think COVID had a lot to do with that.
Yeah.
But you have all of these things where you have more of a flexible work schedule. So that's where, this whole remote thing comes in, clutch, because there are people that just don't know how to find the work. They're so used to getting a job. And as my mentor says, when I used to be struggling like mentally about sales, he'd be like, see, you were used to doing what you do where they fill your in basket. He was like, but you got to fill your own inbox, like in this kind of world. And so if you can just treat them like they still at a job and just keep their inbox full with stuff to do, then yes, it can work. But you got to have a system where you can make sure they're getting paid on time, make sure they're performing the job and verifying the work properly, make sure you're protecting yourself tax as far as the taxes are concerned and as far as your insurance liabilities. And then, a way to keep clients coming. And the fifth thing is a way to keep contractors coming. And as long as you can do that, the remote can work. But most of the time, we're trying to shift from going to cleaning ourselves and straight into remote. I'm gonna quit my job and go remote, and you don't even know what your people supposed to be doing.
And I think that's what it's about, bro. I think that as long as you get some type of trade experience in there, you definitely can do it. And again, if you want to learn how to do that, you absolutely know I'm gonna do it. Go to cleanbiznetwork.com/automation and we'll teach you how to do that. Know what I mean? But I don't want just nobody random and saying, oh, AJ, I want to do that. I just want to put somebody in there and do all the cleaning, and I ain't got to do nothing but send the bill. Now, I mean, in theory, yes, you can do that, but nah, man, it take a lot. Like, you got to know what you're looking for. You got to know what you're doing. You ain't gonna really know how to price the job because you don't really know how long it take to clean. There's a lot of things that go into it that I think that first, just get started. Get your feet wet a little bit out there in the field, just a little bit. Like I used to always say, get a building, clean the building, put somebody in it. Get a building, clean the building, put somebody in it. You know what I mean? Because at least that way, you know the tricks of the trade. You know a little bit about something. Like certain buildings, each building, it might be a back office somewhere. They got a shredder that nobody know to pull the shredder out and just dump it right quick. They missing that little thing, and that lady got an attitude problem, so you got to get it, or know what I mean? Like, ain't no telling, but it's a lot of little tricks that if you don't get out there yourself, you never gonna learn. You know what I mean? So, and I also think this too. If you're gonna make this automation stuff work, you're gonna make the remote cleaning work, you gotta make sure that you pay your people good as a motherfucker. Like, stop trying to get rich off of 1 and 2 of contracts. Like, if you taking more than 30%, you taking too much. It probably should be less than that, because if you ain't doing none of the cleaning, you ain't doing none of they doing all the cleaning, and on top of that, like we said, don't nobody want no job. Well, guess what? Since they don't want no job and they so-called they entrepreneurs now, they're self-employed. Well, guess what? They got to get paid fairly well. So if you're gonna pay them well, this is cleaning now. You can only charge but so much for cleaning. So if you hire them and think you're gonna pay them 15 an hour, 17 an hour, you ain't gonna get away with it. So what you got to do is, okay, bam, I'm gonna charge market rate, and you want to be competitive too. But if you charge market rate, okay, bam, well, I'm only gonna take 25%, 30%, but I'm just gonna give a lot of these. You got to become a great marketer. And again, that's what Tony, you just said. You got to have a lot of these systems in place to where you look good. And then we talked about too how at CBN we big on your branding. You got to have your website to go. Like, people come up here all the time. They be like, well, you don't need no website for the cleaning business. No, technically you don't. But the way I teach it, I want you to have your website right. I want you to have your cards right. I want you to have your polo shirt right. All that. So that way, when they go look you up, you look like you've been doing this. Like, they ain't even got to ask you, well, how long you been in business, because you look like you've been doing this shit for forever. You know what I mean? So now, if you backed by different subcontractors and stuff that can back you, that might know more than you actually do about cleaning, you can pull it off, because now what you got to offer, you know how to talk. I done told you what to say to them. You know what to look for. You know what I mean? All this type of stuff now is easy to close these deals. and you got the service to back it up. So it can be done, but I think people gotta fix their mindset on it, and also don't just go into it and think, oh, I ain't gonna do no work. I'm just gonna put somebody else in there to do the hard part. I'm gonna do the easy. Ain't no free checks out here, y'all. But you can pick a lane. But once you pick a lane, whether you're gonna be the marketer or the ops person, but pick a lane and then go all in on how you can be the best in that lane.
Yo, just tapping in on that website thing, man. Like, a lot of people like sleep on it. Do I feel like it's a necessity when you first get started? No, my bad, my allergies going crazy. But as far as for building your brand for remote, like the website is so important, man, because when we go to walkthroughs, a lot of our walkthroughs, they'll say straight up, hey, we chose y'all because of your about us section. We loved your story. We loved who you were and stuff like that. Not saying nothing about cleaning. We don't say nothing about being the best cleaners or nothing like that. But now if I was going remote, I would probably, tell Taylor, hey, bro, let's make it a little less personal.
Yeah.
Because I don't want them to think that, like, I'm the one that's going to show up for the walkthrough or they're like how we present ourselves and stuff like that. We don't want the clients to think that, like, that's what they're going to get or whatever like that. Because if I'm going to go remote, all I'm going to probably do is just talk about, delivery. Like, probably not nothing super specific, probably not nothing super attached to our brand. Because that's what the platforms do. Like, those big platform companies, you don't see a whole bunch about their story. You see how long they've been in business, how long they've been delivering service. Like, and we've been doing this for 20 years. And that's why they split you 50%. Hey, some of them, because I move around a little bit. So like some of them, I'm telling them about 70-30, 80-20. They like, what? You
right.
That for money?
Right.
And it's like, yeah, like I feel like I'm not doing nothing. Like, like I'm sending the invoice. And it's like, oh man, 40%, 50%. And my mind is blown because it's like there's people really going for that.
Yeah.
But when you look at their branding and their website and stuff like that, they don't say nothing about having the highest quality cleaners.
Right.
It's saying they show up and have somebody in your building and they gonna deliver. And so, that website and that branding in which direction you want to go is super important if you're gonna go remote. Because if people expecting a personal local service, high quality, communicating a lot, like remote might not going to work. But if you're in a place like New York or Jersey or something where it's moving fast, hell yeah, go remote.
Yeah. Love it.
I got something to chime in on too. I want to say something. I've been wanting to say something about this, man. And I seen it, but I didn't want to put it in the group. But I'm glad we're on live, man. And I just want to tell whoever watches it, you have to count how many walkthroughs or how many calls or how many times you're going to do it. I don't think it's for you. Some people will ask, and I know what they mean. How many times do I need to reach out? Or how many times do I need to get a lead? Or how many times I need to do that? And I come to think about it as I look back, and I'm not where I want to be, right? But as I look back, I think about it's not a time that I could count and say how many times I'm going to go on a walkthrough. It's not a time that I say, because I know for a fact I'm gonna make it happen. And so, and the reason why I brought that to it, because I see sometimes inside the group, and I see that like how many you got to get, or how many you got to do, or what you got to do, and for me, I don't know. I know we're talking about remote, right? The remote thing and how to get the remote thing, right? And I see people want to get cleaning companies from wherever, but even in that, if you got to count and see how many times I got to get it done, I mean, is that for you? You see what I mean? Like it should be, I'm going to get it until I get it done. I'm going to get it until it happens. I'm going to make it happen. It's like, it's no way how that I'm not going to make it happen. It's not, I mean, I don't care if it takes 1 or 100.
Yeah.
I'm going to make it happen. And so even with the remote cleaning, now that I know what we're talking about, I've seen a lot of people talking about having cleaning companies in other places. I don't know where that phrase come from. They just want to start. I mean, that you're right. It has been a lot of them, even on the smaller level. Like even people that just starting, they want to just start and branch out. Like before they even have it in the local area. I mean, I guess it could be done. I'm pretty sure it can be. I just didn't do it. So I couldn't even tell them how to get to do that. But I just wanted to say that, man, because I think a lot of times, man, when we starting out, we want to get that quick go. We want to know when it's going when we gonna stop the bleeding. Dude, I'm 6 years and I'm still bleeding in some areas. You know what I mean? And so I'm gonna go 6 more. You know what I mean? 7. I mean, it don't stop. I mean, and you keep. I don't know, bro. I just had to say that because it's been some stuff going on and going back and forth that I've been seeing, and I just wanted to chime in on that. Don't count how long you gotta go. Just go with this, man.
Yeah, I thought that was huge, bro. Like the fact that it's a whole mindset thing. Like people, well, I called it. How many calls do it take to y'all finally get your first cut? Listen, just you even asking that question, if I'm honest with you, just a starter. Like if you ask that question, you doing research and you trying to figure out the industry average or something. No, okay, that's one thing. But most of the time, y'all really just asking because you ready to quit already. You know, it's like, damn, I done called. You know, I called 100 today. It's like, okay, today. Like that's every day for the rest of your life. Damn, they're like you got to basically get to the point where it's routine now, and you should be excited about it. Don't look at it as a task or like a job. And like I always say too, well, fine then. You don't want to put the time in, we'll put the money in. Then you don't want to call, we'll pay somebody else to do it. You know what I mean? But either way, just know that this got to get done, and it ain't going away. It's business. I don't know why people think you're gonna get into business and the shit gonna be easy for some reason. I don't know where did I say that shit at one point? If I did, I apologize. I'm pretty sure I said it ain't easy. It's simple, but it's not easy. Those are two different things. You already know
it. Hey, no, man. I guess I say I'm not really gonna say play devil's advocate, but like, so what I've learned, bro, like, is it's really like you got kind of two different mindsets. You got your people that are intention driven and your people that are goal driven. So some people that are goal driven, they got to have it written down exactly how it's going to happen, how they're going to do it every step along the way. And then you got some people that are just intention driven. That is just like, this is where I'm going. Like
whatever we got to do. That's a good point.
Whatever got to happen in between.
Yeah.
Like it is what it is. Cause like sometimes I struggle with that myself because I'm an intention driven person. So like for me, it's hard to like set goals and things like that. It's just really like whatever I gotta do to like get to where I'm trying to go, like I'm gonna like do whatever in the middle. Like I know there are things that have to happen before I get to a certain place, but some people want to kind of like know exactly what the steps are. Like, boom, I need to go here, then I need to go here, then I need to go here, and then like I keep walking this yellow brick road until I meet the Wizard of Oz or whatever. But some people just, like, it's like, hey, I'm gonna get it. Like, you know, if I got to make 500 phone calls today, like that's what's gonna happen. But on the flip side of that, and where the CBN CRM comes in, super clutch. Tap in with the CBN automation course. Andrew Lewis already got a whole bunch of automations and stuff set up to help you with this. But the big companies, the biggest companies, the ones that are most successful, they make data-driven decisions. So knowing how many phone calls you made is important. Knowing how many walkthroughs you've gone on is important, because if I'm going on and I guess like the basic number for sales is what, 10, 3, 1. So out of every 10 contacts, 3 might be interested. 1 may eventually become a client, and that's eventually. That can be 6 years from now, but 1 out of those 10 may eventually become a client. So just knowing those basic things, like if you're not able to stay within that metric, okay, well, what do I need to work on? I need to work on my language, because when I'm going in these walkthroughs, I can't be saying the right thing, because they're not even letting me submit a proposal because they're not responding to my emails. Or, hey, I'm getting to the proposal phase and I'm not closing nothing. Like, is my price too high? Is my price too low? But the only way I'm gonna be able to tell that is from the data that I got, from what I can actually see. I'm going on doggone 2-3 walkthroughs a week, and I ain't closing nothing at all. Like, and I'm doing that every week. So now I got a decision to make. Do I bump the amount of walkthroughs I'm doing, which that's a whole bunch of extra work, or do I sit back and I evaluate the methods and the things that I'm using, because my numbers are way off? Like I shouldn't suck this bad. Like I should be able to close something because I think AJ in one of your videos, and I don't know if it's still in the same course, but I remember you had said 200 contacts a month, like or something. I mean, 200 it was 200 contacts a month. It wasn't like a lot. Like
Yeah, I think that was like 50 a week or something like that. 50, 100. Yep.
Yeah, and like from that, you were like, hey, you should be able to at least be booking 1 or 2 walkthroughs,
and that's a minimum. Yep.
Minimum. So that's 10 phone calls a day, 10 doors that you're knocking on a day. Like if you can't doggone book 2 or 3 walkthroughs, let me look on my numbers real quick. Okay, it's not an activity thing. So now it's a skill set thing. So now I need to work on what I'm saying. Now I need to work on the presentation that I'm having on my proposal. Now I need to work on the way I'm presenting my company when I walk into the door. Like, but now if I'm seeing that I'm doing less and I'm closing higher, okay, why am I closing so much? Because that could be an issue too. I'm closing everything I walk into. Nobody closes everything they walk into. I don't care who you are. If you close everything you walk into, you are probably trash. Your presentation is probably absolute garbage, and this person is looking for the lowest price, and you giving that to them. That's the only way you're closing everything you walk into. I don't care how good you are. It's a universal law. It works everywhere in the world. There is doggone a certain amount of numbers and stuff like that after a while it's going to catch up with you. It's going to happen. And so that's where wait, and it's not because I totally understand where you were coming from with it, because I hate seeing it. Well, what did you do to get your first lead? I grinded. I did whatever I had to. I hit up, I brought leads, I did walkthroughs. Me and AJ done talked about this. Every CBN lead that I brought in the beginning, I straight dropped the ball. And it wasn't even because of the lead. Yep. It was I didn't know what I was doing.
Me too.
So I'm walking in here and I walk into this little tiny place and I'm like, I don't even know how to look for the opportunities in here. But now when I look back, some of those same walkthroughs, I can go and crush them right now. I can go get something. I can go get $1 out of those same walkthroughs, but I didn't know how to do that because all I was trying to do was go in and sell janitorial. No, they floors are like trash. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I can't come here and clean every week, but I can go ahead and hit you for this $1,000 and come and strip and wax these floors real fast. So it's about gaining that skill, but also got to get the data though. You got to track your own data. You got to know what's going on.
No, I agree. When you put it in that, when you're talking about the 2 different mindsets, you're right. So it does play a part in both of them, because you do want to have, now it's a difference if I'm saying, 100, 10, 3, 1, right? Out of every 100, 10 of them will be okay. 3 of them, I probably get a good walk through, and then 1, I want to get closed right out of 100. So I definitely see that. I definitely see that mindset, because truth be told, I like knowing them. I'm going to call 10 today. I'm going to call 20 today, right? I love that. I love that. So I definitely agree. And I definitely agree with the tracking. This is amazing when you just brought that to it, though, because Andrew and AJ, y'all are really actually giving new people big business systems. Basically, I'm talking about, because you got the pipeline, right? And Andrew got the pipeline set up where you can go in and you can see what stage of your person is. For real, when I first started, now keep in mind, I was with the franchise. They would have never showed me what stage I didn't even know how to go and sell anything. When I left the franchise, I was a high-paid worker. I didn't know how to clean. I didn't know how to walk. Tony, what you talking about? I went and straight in about leads major. I bought leads and I didn't close none of them. Not a one. And it wasn't the leads. It was me. And I didn't close. One of them called me back a year after. And then they closed. And it was for like $150 a month. And I was at that time I was making $200. My franchise minimum was $200. So when they took their piece out, I was making $152. So I said, you know what, my minimum is gonna be $150. So they wanted a every other week clean, 2 times a month, and I charged them $150. And I was like, I go out there and make $75 a clean. Now that was my first lead that I got, and a year later. But I never stopped. I never
By the
thought
way,
I got into the automation course. Go ahead.
I was like, how long did it take you to clean that one?
It probably took about an hour and a half. It probably took about an hour and a half to clean when I got there. It probably take about 30 minutes to drive. So I made $75 about 2.5 hours. So it was good. I mean, it was good.
Yeah.
It was good. And then, you know, it was good. It was good. And then I grew out of it. You know, I grew out of it. I started doing her house. She wanted me to do her house. And then I went to do her house and I realized I don't want to do homes. And so I said, nah, I cleaned, I looked the refrigerator and the tub. And I was like, man, because I'm grinding. I didn't matter. See, I did pressure washing. I cleaned kitchens. Man, I do it all, man. I had to make a legacy for my children. I don't think people want it bad enough. See, I'm a little older than y'all guys, man. And so I started this thing a little later, and I had to have something so I could leave a legacy for my kids, man. I got 3 boys, and I didn't want the streets to take them. And so for me to talk to them, and they coming up in the age of NBA young boy and stuff like that, and I'm saying, hey man, we talking 20,000, 30,000, son. Hey man, take this $50,000, man. Let me 50,000, Dad. Man, come on, let's go get this 50,000. Watch my time. And they talking real numbers. So for me, I had to grind because my kids would have been out in the streets. So now my kids is involved in what I got going on because they see real money being able to be cheap. So I feel like I'm winning already.
Hold up. I want to see if any of y'all did that.
Real quick to the active fathers, man. Like
Straight up though. And I was on that note, exactly where I'm about to go. Hey, Wade, did you ever just go to the business account and take a few bands out just so they can hold it right quick?
Yes. Let them see the account. Let them see the account number.
Hey, this is when I realized you got to make an appointment to get your money. See, you just go to the bank. See, you just can't go to the bank and say, hey, let me take out 60. You can't do that. They're going to have to say, well, you know what, let me set you up to come back on Friday.
Yep, I had to. I did because my son, he real materialistic. He like to watch the rappers and stuff, man. And I never was like that, but I see he need that. And I'm like, hold up. He think these little young boys something. Let me show him. You know what I mean? Like, listen, you ain't got to be into all that street shit to get no money now. I did that. You ain't got to do that. You know what I mean? So I had to make sure I wasn't the only one. You know what I mean? Sometimes they don't want to see it digital. They want to touch it. They want to touch some physical cash. You know what I mean?
Let them take a picture. Hey, man, take a picture and put it on your Instagram. Hey, I let him hold it in his pocket. Hey, here about 2 bands. Put it in your pocket for the night. Keep it in your pocket. Go in there, and then what I don't do is I didn't let him take a picture in front of me. Go on and get that play with it. Next I see him on his story, he got it smashed out on the floor, taking pictures of it. You know what I mean? Yeah, have fun with the money, man.
Legit money. Ain't got to be looking over your shoulder money.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah, man. But that's what it is. I had to get in here and get it. So. Again, I do understand what you're saying, Tony, about the thing, man. But yeah, man, y'all have an amazing program, bro. Like I see, I be watching you putting a system together, the subcontractor, man. You doing way more than I'm doing because you from an operational standpoint. See, I see it from a more of a like marketing thing with social media standpoint because I'm doing it from a different area. But way you doing it, the operational stand, how you got it, bro, that is really what the franchise didn't want us to know. AJ, you know the history, and I don't know if Tony went with a franchise, but you was on the other side of it, so you knew what they was showing us as a franchisee. You knew they was having, they just call us out, hey, wait, would you take this? Yeah, and they just sometimes I didn't even get to see the account.
Facts. They just come to you, AJ. You want this? And after a while, I had my key questions I had to start asking because you say yes to everything, boy. They'll set you up on this. They'll set you up. Matter of fact, speaking of them operations, though, man, Andrew, I was on the phone. I was on the call with who was that? Darian 1010. That's why I added you for the calendar for next week.
I was wondering what that was.
Yeah, we was going through the automation, bro, and it's like for the most part, I was able to help him. But it was certain parts of the automation. I was like, hold on, we gonna have to get Andrew on here, bro, because man, I don't know how you take the time and really, think that thing. Which you must go to the whiteboard every single time before you even put it together, because.
Yes and no. So before, it was just in my head. I was like, okay, I want to do this. I'm gonna do that. I want to do this. I want to do that. Then it was on my iPad, and I was writing it down. And then I came up with a trick. Let's see how many people are here. Okay. And Wade is gonna know this trick.
Okay.
There's ways you can use ChatGPT to help you figure out how to do it.
man.
Oh, don't worry. I'm gonna need this one up. It's gonna be hundreds of people that's gonna see this back. Don't worry.
There's ways. I've come up with ways to make it a lot easier for me because I'll be in my office for hours. My fiance, I'm sure she'd be mad at me, but she know I'm not out in the streets. I'm working.
Right.
But I'll be in there for hours trying to figure it out. And I use ChatGPT a few times to kind of help me figure out how to do things. I was like, oh, okay. And then I break it down and I do it. I was just working on something I saw today. Like I'll be in this group and they'll say something and I'll like, all right, let me see if I can figure it out. So my thing is like I have sometimes when I'm doing consultations or whatever, I want to be able to get the people that I did consults with to do a video testimonial.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want video testimonial. I want to be able to send them something. They do a video, put it up, save it, and then it comes back to me. You see what I'm saying? So there's a way to do it. I just haven't figured it out yet. So it's just things that come up and I'll get an idea. Say, okay, let me see if I can make that work. But man, I love it though. Once I
you know what?
Out,
man, I need more of those, right? I used to that was always my calling card with my video testimonials. I got to get more recent ones now, but and I was like, I know I'm AJ Simmons and I can just ask, hey, anybody mind drop? But y'all know that ain't me. I'm not gonna just ask for something and not get it. So I'm like, damn, what should I offer in exchange? But then I was like, you know what? That's gonna backfire because then motherfucker gonna be like, see, he paying them to say it, and it's like, no, man. And of course, I won't get the money. What I was gonna offer was like a free lead or a discount on a lead, something in exchange for you taking the time out your day to tell your truth about it. Because I ain't gonna tell you what to say. It's up to you to say.
I think you can let that mindset go because they do it all the time. Client reputation is something I've been studying recently. And client reputation is one of the biggest things that helping with SEO, right? It's local SEO. When people talk about you get your Google reviews up, and that helps with your local SEO. So I've been studying that, and I don't know, like a lot of us in cleaning, we don't know how big that is, right? And so when you're talking about what you're saying, you're on this other line with the coaching side. I understand that. But this is brothers out the client reputation. Because once people leave you a good Google review, a good thing, you start to be shown more. People start to rely. So many times people like, okay, he got a 5-point rating, but he only got 3 reviews, right?
Mm-hmm,
this person has 800 reviews and they got 5. So I want to go with these people. People are really talking about them. So what they do is they give some, hey, when you pull up to get something to eat, hey, scan this thing and attack the win and give us a survey. And you get a $5 off your next meal. We don't do it. But they do it all the time. They because they know how important that is. So when you say what you're saying, I get what you're saying from the AJ perspective of how you are, your humblest side. But then from that other side that come out and that getting to the money side need to be shown too. Because what it is, and when you do a service with somebody, it should to get them back in your service. You should have to leave a review and get a 10-cent out. One thing is that's a good business, man, because you actually are charging and getting more revenue, and you're getting you're getting a review.
Yep.
So it's a win-win, and they getting the deal because they need the service anyway, and they get to get it off their chest because a lot of times people want to be in the spotlight anyway. They want you to say,
they get the clout. A lot of people just want the clout any damn way.
They want to see it. So everybody in this, I want to be on the coaching and I want to do this on YouTube and I'm gonna do this. So hey, here it is. Hey, I mean, you get. I mean, to me, it's a win-win for everybody.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Hey, AJ. With that being said, man, what email address you want everybody to send their testimonials?
I tell you what, shoot me a 1 minute.
Y'all rock with AJ, man. Drop my boy a testimonial. Just
appreciate that.
Video saying how CBN, what CBN, and being connected to CBN is done for you, man.
Definitely do that.
Because he can use that, man. Like AJ, go ahead and let him know where to send it to.
Yeah, if you want to say anything good about CBN, I appreciate you. Just record the video, either A, upload it to YouTube and send me the link to the video, or B, just inbox it to me on Instagram and I'll see it there. That's the best 2 ways to get it to me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's easy.
Yeah, that's easy.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, appreciate that.
I started a whole nother stream of revenue from your teaching, brother. I definitely finna give you. Hey, Man, come on.
Speaking of that, so let's go into that real quick because this is another thing I've been struggling. Fuck, we about to make this my consultation call now. Y'all about to consult me. So this is something else I've been struggling with because y'all all know, y'all done seen me like, the other things that I know, right? And how technical I can get. And Wade in particular, you remember the Everybody Eats days where
I love them days.
You know what I mean? We talked about everything, not just cleaning business. And so I kind of want to redo that, but I'm like, why can't mess with CBN is a whole company? It's its own thing now. So if I do that, I probably got to start a separate jank. And so, but in that, I'm like, how do I structure? I feel like it's gonna be all over the place, but at the same time, I kind of want it to be. I want it to be freedom to where like we could talk about all the stuff in there. Because even you, like a lot of y'all know so much stuff outside of the cleaning industry, and I want it to be a place where everybody just come share it. You know what I mean? And we probably do like almost like it's basically just to be a network, like how we used to be, where it ain't all this extra software, all this extra stuff. Just one little network, one hub. Just share whatever you know, and everybody just go in. Like, what's y'all thoughts on that on that whole thing? And then, or would that sound like a distraction?
No, just bring Everybody Eats back.
Yeah, just bring it back. AJ, you haven't accepted it, but for the most part, CBN can run by itself.
That's a fact. That's a as long as we get the right people, but that's a fact. As long as the right people moderate, that's an absolute fact.
So you can focus on doing other stuff. Just every now and again, let me look back over. All right, we good? All right.
Damn. You own something there because you're right. All that show up for the call, the Zoom call. Bill got the leads. I can check in on them periodically, set my inspection schedule on that. Yeah, y'all, you know what? You're right. That shit don't need me at all. That's systemized. You're right.
Hey, AJ, you think Grant Cardone got day-to-day his hand in day-to-day on Grant Cardone University, bro?
Right. Right. But you know, I be feeling like that's my
video, and he sent it to his team, and they slice and dice it. And if he like Gary V, they send it back to him, and he say cool, and then it gets posted.
Straight out though. Straight up.
Like, there's people that moderate every one of his groups. Because join a group and see how many inboxes you get from like 6 different people. Hey, this is John. I'm from Grant Cardone's team. I see you join that group.
But I think too, I be trying to I feel like that's what makes me distinctive too, though, is the fact that I'm still tangible, and I'm kind of like, I done threw shots at them people for not being tangible and they shit. Yeah, so it's like, damn, man, I turn around and do the same thing. So you know what I mean?
Like you just said. Like, still make yourself available. It don't have to be no upcharge or nothing crazy because, if you want to get on a live with Grant Cardone, you about to pay some bread.
Straight up.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, 30 minutes going to run you about 5 bands, depending on what you doggone talking about with them.
Right.
But, like, still being able to do stuff like this. Like, still being able to hop on live, still being able to hop on the coaching calls. You're still accessible. And then people come conferences and stuff like that, they still get to meet AJ, like the real AJ, not the commercialized, like I do this for sales. Because y'all, everybody done been. Y'all done been, like, we done all kicked it. Like, so you get to meet the authentic AJ Simmons. Like, get to talk trash about sports, about business, about whatever, get to play spades, get into it, like whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, but how many opportunities do these other gurus and stuff like that provide for stuff like that? Like, not many, but that doesn't mean you need to be chained to it either. Like, cause like Andrew Lewis was just saying, like, you got doggone, people that can already start moving in that direction, but setting an intention behind it, saying, okay, I'm gonna make this intentional, to seek, help in these areas, because now that way, and you already a disciplined person, so that way, okay, hey, Mondays is my CBN day. I'm doing all things like straight maintenance, and then Tuesdays through Thursdays, it's all growth. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you disciplined enough to figure something out like that, and it ain't gotta be doggone expensive, bro. Like it ain't like you gotta go and hire a whole new team or nothing like that. Like, bro, there's people like we done talked about this 1,000 times, AJ.
Yep.
There's people that really bang with you, bro.
Yeah.
Like, that would love to have the opportunity to, okay, I would love to be a moderator. I would love to be somebody that like is more, active and responsive in the group. Like, those things like that. There's people out there that support what you're doing just like we do. Like, there's people out there that just really rock behind what you have going on. And it's just a matter of finding the right ones, for the right time. Because there are going to be, it's going to be a time where it's like, okay, now I need to hire somebody to do this. Like hire. Like, I'm going to have somebody on my team that's on salary for this. But right now, hey, I need some help with this. Which one of y'all are willing to help?
Yeah, no, that's real. And I got to meet with my CFO this Monday coming up. And we're going to talk about profit sharing and how we can, one thing about me, y'all know I'm everybody eats. So I appreciate that people willing to do stuff without immediately getting compensated, but y'all already know I'm gonna make sure everybody good. So no, this is great shit right here for me. I appreciate it. I ain't even mean to turn the conversation to that, but I appreciate it. And we definitely got a meeting. It's gonna be y'all three already. Y'all already know it. I can name the name. Farron, Brandon, or there's few people ain't gonna name. What you got, Wade?
I got something on a different perspective of that because so when everybody eat started, I came home and I was studying and writing. I was writing and studying. And when I connected to you, you was doing in the physical form what I was doing in there. You was documenting your journey, right?
Yeah.
And it was more about everybody eating. That's when I bought into you, right? I'm like, dang, he's doing what I'm doing, but he's doing it and online because I didn't know online, right? So the reason why I say that is because that's why I've been locked down with you from all that time, right? Everybody eats and they've been locked in. Now, what held me back is wanting to. I have the wishing ain't doing enough group, right? But what hold me back is wanting to do all that I do: real estate investing, resting with the VAs, commercial cleaning, and coaching, all coming from different perspectives. And I want to fill it in the group to give people all the knowledge that I have. But it's so confusing. I don't want to confuse people. Like, what do people come into the group for? People come and then I look at other groups. Like, I'm really not into many. I see other cleaning bigs and they go straight for cleaning. They come straight for this. So what? And what's holding me from growing my group up is I don't know. See, wishing ain't doing enough. I want to be people just motivated. Let's go. Let's go. Wishing ain't doing enough. Whatever you into. I got some truckers in the group. I got stuff like that. Right now, my problem is what I'm seeing. What you're saying is, how do you give all of it in an organized fashion so it doesn't seem like it's just a bunch of stuff? Is that correct?
Absolutely. And I got a question for you after I answer this one, but Tony just answered this question. I just got to basically put it in order. Like, okay, Mondays we doing this, Tuesdays we doing this, Thursdays basically just pick a day and we gonna, because all of the, like you say, your slogan is all roads lead to real estate, and I get it. And so it's like you can give all these different roads, but they all lead to your ultimate thing. You know what I mean? So all I got to do is remember my ultimate thing, which is basically, listen, we just trying to get this money, not have no jobs, and take care of our family. You know what I mean? Like, we just trying to make it out here, have that freedom. It's all about freedom. And so basically, I'm just going to show you all these different ways on how I'm getting freedom, how we going to keep getting freedom together. And then we'll just each day, we'll talk about, and I'm going to constantly remind them too, hey, listen, you ain't got to do everything I'm talking about. Some days you just listen for entertainment and you might hear a nugget here and there. But just because I'm doing fucking drop shipping don't mean you got to drop ship. Just because I'm talking about this day don't mean you got to do this. Just stay in your lane. You know what I mean? Learn these, because you know what I mean? Because certain things that you know, Wade, like all y'all know that y'all know that it ain't really cleaning business related, but you able to use, like, for, remember, y'all might remember this. I think, Tony, this was in the course back when y'all got the starter course. I took it out over time, but I used to teach y'all how to drop ship in the starter course because I was like, shit. Yeah, I was like, you can use that to ship your supplies to your company. You know what I mean? So so I'll still teach it all and we'll keep it all in one thing. But it's like, hey, take what you can take, but this might not be for you today. You know what I mean? So that's how we can do it. Now, here's my bounce back question though. For everybody. Everybody eats. I'm definitely gonna bring it back. Y'all confirmed it again for me. I keep needing to get it confirmed. But also I got Get Paid to Be You, which I started with and I love Get Paid to Be You because it's really it's just be yourself. You know what I mean? Be yourself and get paid to do it. And so I'm like, I'm gonna bring back Everybody Eats, but now I'm like, well, shit, or should I bring back Get Paid to Be? I'm only doing one, and I just want to know which name should I run with, because they both gonna be essentially the same damn thing. It's only simply about being yourself, putting yourself out there, and because truth be told, if you put yourself on the internet and you build a following, guess what you become? That's the real definition of recession proof right there. Mm-hmm. As long as you can get paid just for simply being yourself, you can always get some money. So
everybody eats when you get paid to be you.
But hey, that was one of the things I was just about to say, because like in the Everybody Eats group, it ain't just about like, it don't matter how you eat, because everybody bring, you know, hey, you go to a potluck, somebody bringing something different to the doggone event every time. You know, this person might bring shepherd's pie, this person might bring some meatballs, this person might show up with some potato salad. Like it's all different, but at the end of the day, like everybody gonna eat. So it doesn't have to be bottled up in something specific towards one thing, because like you just said, your ultimate goal is let's create this freedom. Yep. Like it's all about freedom. Like, and like, what are you doing to achieve that? Like, how can we all help? Because I feel like that's one of them doggone type of groups, bro, that, you know, it can almost be an investment group. Like, because you don't have so many people doing so many different things. Hey, got a new venture coming up, you know, but I need 10K. Like, you know, hey, if 10 people in the group can drop $1,000, like y'all in on it, and now that's another passive income stream for somebody.
That's deep.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But one of the things that I think that could make Everybody Eats a very different group, bro, is, you know, not only teaching people, but holding them accountable of getting paid to be themselves. Like, you know, so, hey, like, you know, if you in the group, like, yo, we need to see like at least like a little, hey, just drop a video in the group about what you're doing. Cause like Wade was saying, like, and I talked to my homeboy Kenny about this 2 days ago, like, because he's done such a great job at documenting his journey, like in the dietitian and stuff, because he's freaking yoked now. And like, no BS. He's documented his journey very well, like how he eats, how he works out. He ain't just disappear and pop up like swallow pill, like you know, like some of these dudes do. And like Wade said, he didn't do a good job at documenting his journey, but you did. And Everybody Eats could be one of those buffers for people to at least grab pieces of their journey. Because if they like me, they're not gonna remember to record every time they do something. But hell, if I'm in this group, you know, everybody else got it rocking. Hey, on Wednesdays, we posting our wins, or we posting a video, or whatever it is. Like, this is kind of like a theme. This is what we do in the group. You know how many people get more confident about dropping their videos, like getting in front of that camera and things like that. Like, that could be an aspect of Everybody Eats that is almost like ingrained into the group. Like, hey, everybody in this group, like, trying to go get it. So like those truckers Wade talking about, hey, show me a video about how you get in touch with the best dispatchers, like to get the right loads, like upload that, like boom, you just hit a lick today, like and got a whole bunch of loads for a price that you really wanted versus the price they was actually trying to give you. Like, you know, you got people that do the manufacturer homes. Like, you know, what kind of licks are you hitting with that? Like, what kind of wins are you getting with that? Because now you just sharing your journey might make this real simple for me. Like, I was like, damn, that's all I had to do for that.
You know what?
Like,
hold on, bro. I just realized something, and I got wise counsel around me. I'm so grateful for it. I just realized we've been on here for an hour. The conversation is getting extremely good, and I think we should continue it inside the Facebook group. So, if y'all want to join us for the rest of this conversation, go to www.cleanbiznetwork.com. Click join now. Join us in Clean Business Network, and once you're in there, you can get inside the Facebook group and watch the rest of this video there. That's how we're gonna do that. I'm gonna end it right here, y'all. But let's hop in the group, because I want to get everybody's opinion on it. I'm about to build that shit today. I'm gonna drop Everybody Eats today. First 100 members, how we gonna do it? We just let them in. We go open for
send me that invite. You know what I mean?
I got you, bro. We going straight in the group. I'm gonna turn it live, or everybody just hop on.
I'm probably gonna sit on the porch for a little bit.
But all right, bro.
All right, bet.
All right, y'all.